If you don't mind, I'll just make a bit of a statement about Jack just prior to this. So Jack clearly made a mistake, owned his mistake. Jack's a really good person. I've known him for a very long time. This is an error on Jack's behalf, and he understands that it doesn't align with the values of our club. Process we went through was the club was informed, and we worked with the Giants in the process, and then eventually with the AFL. Jack's accepted his sanction and understands where it lies. Our priority now is to look after Jack and his well-being, and to continue to educate our players as much as we can. So that's where it lies for now. I appreciate it's a story and got some interest, but we're just going to continue to support Jack.
Can you just clear up some timelines for us? So Jack self-reported. At which stage?
Yeah, look, I'm not going to get into the details of all of it. We were made aware of it after the game, and we worked through a process with the Giants and then the AFL.
But the question here is, after the Willie Rioli, Bailey Dale moment, Port Adelaide Western Bulldogs, the AFL was clear that they needed to be informed immediately. There wasn't to be these talks between clubs and then the AFL formed. So why didn't you follow that guideline?
Yeah, so we worked, our CEO was at the CEO's forum a couple of weeks ago to go through that. So the process we followed was the AFL were happy with, and it's okay.
Andrew, when were you personally first made aware of the incident?
After the game, when the club was informed.
And you didn't feel the AFL needed to know immediately?
We followed a process with the Giants, and the AFL was informed, and then that process followed.
Now that seems to be contradictory to everything the AFL's told us, that the clubs had to inform the AFL immediately.
Look, I can sit here and just repeat my answer to you over and over. They've given you the answer. It's the process that was followed, and that's it.
What was your reaction when you found out?
The same as everyone else's. We understand it was a mistake that Jack made, but I've mentioned that I've known him for a very long time. He's a good person. He made an error, and he's now being punished for that error.
Are you confident it's not a setback for his role as a leader?
Look, we can sit here all day and talk about this, but as I mentioned, Jack's a very good person. He used one word that was a mistake, and he's copping a serious punishment for that word, and he understands that that's right. Okay?
What were your first thoughts on the game?
So I thought we competed really well. I was really proud of the effort for a large part of that game. Challenging 24 hours for our footy club, and first quarter in particular, I thought we competed really well. At the end, I think Power's class just was able to shine through. I sort of had to check myself a few times because, you know, you look at our midfield that we had tonight and we're really excited about, but we're young. We have a midfield with Hoffy's played about 10 games of midfield, Harley's on about 30, Elijah's on about 15 or 20, and Clay Hall's on about 5. And I think you compare that to the games of the Port Adelaide players, realistically we're a few years behind where they're at. So we competed really hard, but there was an area that was a challenge for us tonight.
I know you've not been in charge for all of them, but I think this was your best start since early 2021. What do you put that down to?
It's good. That's 6 goals in the first quarter is awesome. Players were just really clear on roles. I thought we pressured really well in the first quarter. We used the ball well and were able to score.
So what's the next step between competing and challenging? Is it about continuity of the group, or do you need something else?
Yeah, it's a good question. Like at the moment, we've been in games and our good's been pretty good, but we just haven't been able to sustain it for long enough. So it's going to be a little bit of just our growth as a team, our maturity as a team, and individuals, and we're going to continue to find ways as a team to compete for longer.
So what answers are you getting as to what you actually need, particularly through the trade and draft period? What answers have you got in recent weeks of what's missing?
I don't think a lot's missing. I think that we're just going through a period where we are in our age profile, and we're really excited by some of our young players. We think they're going to be really serious players, but it's going to take some time.
It looked as if there was a change in the way you moved the ball out of the back half, or short kicks, uncontested marks. Was that a directive, or was it better execution? What's behind that?
Yeah, a bit of both. Like we clearly haven't been getting enough if you've sort of watched us all year. So we're just trying to find different ways to attack. We think we can be dangerous when we've got some speed on the ball, and we're just trying to find some new ways to attack as well.
Are you happy with how it was executed tonight?
Yeah, for periods. I thought we had some really good ball movement. We were able to control the ball for a bit longer, but there were also times where we were really pinned in our back half, and that's, you know, Port Adelaide did a great job. They won clearance, they got territory, and then we couldn't get the ball out of our back half for large periods of the night, which is challenging.
What did you make of Harley Reid's game? A lot of touches again and some impact. There's 6 free kicks given away. How do you kind of weigh that up when you analyse his performance?
Yeah, it's my job. It's really challenging because I love the way he goes about it, and I'll say that continuously because if you have all the players being as competitive as he is, you're on the right track. But he clearly crossed the line too many times tonight. I've had that chat with Harley already. He knows it, and he's going to play up to that line every single week, and that's where we want him. And we want it to be a dance with the line that he doesn't step over it.
Another real challenge for Ruben Jimmy, and he's rolled down back. What did you make of that battle, mostly with Georgiades?
Yeah, I thought probably for the first time, Rube's had his colours lowered for a while. He's been unbelievable in his first full season as a defender, and we've thrown him lots of different matchups. Just Georgiades was a real tricky challenge. We're probably fortunate he didn't kick straight for a period of tonight because he got some looks at it, and Rubes is an ultimate competitor as well, and we love the way he goes about it, and I'm sure he'll be better for it.
Talking about being excited by your young players, how exciting is it seeing Joe Shanahan take him out in the hands and big pack marks and stuff like that?
Yeah, so he's one of those players I was alluding to before that we're really excited for what Job can do. 18-year-old key forwards don't have much impact in this competition, so we're seeing that from him already, and again, you've seen the trust we'll put him behind the ball at times as well if the game needs it.
So what's the group found that they want to compete rather than just roll away with the season and then start again next year? What's been their drive?
Yeah, so we had a meeting a couple of weeks ago after our mid-year bye and basically just threw it to the players of how they wanted the rest of the year to look. It was pretty clear at that point we weren't going to make finals, so it was really important that we finished the year how we want to start next year. So we had a really strong meeting around how we want to continue to play and grow our style, build on our individuals within the team, and keep learning the way we want to play.
How likely are you to stick with that inexperienced midfield mix to give them more experience in this?
Yeah, well, look, it's not an easy fix. We don't have a whole heap of experienced mids available. Tim's obviously one that has played a lot of midfield throughout his years, but there's not a lot on our list, unfortunately. Elliott's not available, Dom Sheed's not there. So part of it is just what we've got, and we'll continue to get great experiences by playing against other midfields in the AFL.
What was the go with Liam?
Liam was just a little bit sore, so he fully trained, main training, woke up a little bit sore. We're confident he'll be okay next week. Just wasn't quite right to play today.
Are you able to shed some light on build-up into the decision for Tim to play Waffle, and how did you assess his game on Saturday night?
Yeah, so look, we've played Tim clearly out of the midfield for about 6 or 8 weeks now. Understand he's played majority of his footy as a mid, so we just had a conversation around his form, and then he and I were really honest. We worked through it, and I watched the game on the iPad last night, and I thought he competed really well. It was a bit of a muddy game, but Tim had some really influential moments through the midfield, so that was good for him.
Is he eager to return to that role, and can you see a place for him in the midfield?
Oh, he's absolutely eager to continue to contribute to our team. He's really driven, and he'll play whatever role the team gives him, but he went back and played mid, and we'll work our way through it. We'll assess this game, we'll have a look at it, we'll have a look at Tim's game on tape and pick the best team we can.
Will experience be a factor in that, given Jack is out for a few weeks?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, it might be. We'll work our way through that.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.